Hey everybody, welcome back. We have the Benchmade Mini Barrage Gold Class for 2025. Now this one is the model number 585BK-251, and we are going to go ahead and just do an unboxing and kind of show you around the beautiful Benchmade Gold Class box. We'll put that up there. Little foam padding, which is good. You always get your official Benchmade certification card from the owner, and of course these are all numbered. This one is number 50, so pretty cool. Now they did a limited run of these. Only 3,500 knives were made for this gold class. You get your Benchmade bag with the gold Benchmade embossing on there. Now look at it, just in the box. It's beautiful. Nice padding on the box. Gotta love nice padding. Your use and care manual and your Life Sharp warranty information is always good. Now this is an access lock mechanism. It is assisted opening. We'll look at that here in just a minute, but you get your access lock paperwork. But what we're here for is this beautiful knife right here. Now we're just going to show it around a little bit so you can see some of the details, and then we'll open it up. They nailed a lot of this. There's only one thing I would change, but we'll talk about that. So beautiful. Now I will say this, on the handles, they use the Fat Carbon Purple Haze carbon fiber, which is gorgeous. And looking at a few of the knives when I picked mine up and paid for it was, the handles, everyone has a different little pattern. A little bit different colors. This one has a little bit more red to it in the middle, which is kind of cool, as well as the purple. Now with the Access Assist on this one, you have the standard Access style lock that we're all custom and used to on here. And of course, this one has a built-in safety switch. So you can see the switch right here. It slides down. So right now when it's locked, you can't push it out. It's not going to deploy if it's in your pocket. You basically have a little bit where you push in and then down, and then now just move that thumb stud a little bit and it deploys out super, super fast. So I like the Barrages. This is a mini Barrage. They make the full-size one a little bit bigger than this one, of course, but look at this overall. Now, you have a little bit different Benchmade laser mark on this one. Now, the blade itself is a CPM S90V. It's a DLC coated and then battle washed. And we've seen the battle wash in some of the awesome new stuff that's come out in 2024 and continuing in 2025. Now this is a Warren Osborne design, so you do have the Osborne logo on there, which is terrific. I like the black hardware. They went ahead and did the PVD coated liners as well in purple. Same with the thumb stud and pocket clip, which this is the split arrow pocket clip, and of course one of the strongest. But they do have a few other pocket clips in the market, so if you do want to customize yours a little bit, you can go with the deep carry, or they have the mini deep carry one as well, which I think would work awesome on this one. Now price on this one, $500 period. $500 for this gold class edition. Now, that's one of the things I want to talk about was the pricing on it. It's a little steep on this one for what you're getting overall, because we're used to seeing the gold class have like a Damasteel blade or something exotic like that. And just for, comparison, we do have the 945 Mini Osborne that came out and is an awesome, beautiful knife with some of that Arctic Storm Fat Carbon as well. Pocket clip on this one was a miss in my opinion. We talked about that before, but floating gold plated backspacer, pretty awesome. Now, this one though was in that 700 to 750 range. So of course, this is $250 cheaper, probably some of that because of the blade, but I love the battle wash finish on these. We've talked about it. To me, it's the way to go. I like that. That's me though. So let me know down in the comments. Now they do have kind of a plain backspacer in my opinion. This is the standard. I think it's more of like an FRN material. I'm not 100% sure. I have not confirmed that with them. So it would have been nice to see maybe like a, maybe a translucent or maybe like a dark purple G10 or something like that, just to kind of fit. But I like the contrast, black hardware, don't want too much purple maybe on the full stainless steel liners. Not sure. But overall, I love the look of this one. Now, let's get into some of the stats, because maybe you haven't seen a mini Barrage. I have a large glove size hand. I can get my full hand on there, and it's right at the end. So a good design overall. It's a thicker one than most, just a little bit. But the overall length on this, when it's open, 6.91 inches. When it's closed, your handle is 4 inches. Now, the handle itself is 0.57 inches thick. So some of the ones we're used to carrying, maybe half an inch, a little under. So it is a little bit thicker in the pocket. The blade itself, 2.91 inches. And the thickness on that, 0.1 of an inch. It has a nice drop point blade. We talked about the laser marking on this one being a little bit different, but I love the battle wash look personally. Now, it is in the S90V blade steel, which is pretty cool. So it's going to last you a long time. Those springs are super snappy. If you ever have a problem, you send it to Benchmade. They will fix it under the Life Sharp warranty at no cost for you if you have some of those failures. I don't see many of these going back, but if it is, you send it to them, they take care of it, all good. Now, the weight on this one, 3.85 ounces, so it's going to be a little bit heavier for your everyday carry, but I think this is going to be some of your collectors. You will see a few people out there. I will carry mine. I will use it. I'm not going to trash on it, though. I like to keep these gold class models working and doing pretty good. You've seen me take this 945 with, of course, that cut test from Blade HQ with Zach in the Wild, and it did its best for the small blade that we had. But either way, I really like this one. I would like your opinions on it. We will do a comparison here just to kind of show you how big of a knife this mini Barrage is. So we talked about other minis. This is the mini Bug Out. So when you put it there, you have the mini Bug Out, you have the mini Barrage. So the mini Bug Out's a little bit smaller in blade, a little bit smaller in handle, as you can see. Thickness wise though, you can see how much thicker the mini Barrage is. We got to feature the purples, right? We got to feature the purples. Now, we are talking about the shootout. We're just going to show that because it's one of the purple ones, and we got to kind of compare. Now, I would think, honestly, this shootout with a battle wash blade, totally sick. But the purple one overall, if you're a fan of purple, this one's just ready to go for you. In the crew wear, of course. I love my shootout. It is awesome. So maybe you have like a Griptilian, mini Griptilian. You're like, how does the mini Barrage compare? You got the mini Griptilian there. So just a little bit smaller overall in handle, just a smidge. And same with the blade, just a smidge. So it's going to be really good comparison to the mini Griptilian. Now, if you line these up, you can see handles a little bit thicker on the mini Barrage. Same with the blade steel on this one. The sheep's foot pretty darn close. And then overall, what you're getting for the blade, a little taller, a little bit thicker. That's how it is. Now, if you have maybe a full-size Griptilian and you want to compare it, sorry, I don't have my purple one. We're going blues with the Griptilians. That's the comparison to the full-size Griptilian. So you can see how the comparison is there. You can see the thickness. It's a little bit thicker on the full-size Griptilian. And then, of course, blades, what you're getting out of them, a lot bigger on the full-size. Now, of course, my favorite Benchmade knife model ever, which is also an Osborne design, is going to be that beautiful 940 Osborne. And they did this battle wash Magna Cut blade, and to me, it's a home run. So you can see right here, it's going to be a little longer in blade and handle, and of course, a little bit thinner overall. And then, of course, you can see what you're getting for your blades. And I really like that battle wash. And then you can see the different laser marks there. I kind of dig they went with the just the long, slender one. It fits right there, the top of the grind. I really like the look of that. But maybe you have a Bug Out. We'll do a Bug Out comparison, I think. Let's see. We have one here, but I did switch the hardware because we love the blue here. So I did switch the blue thumb studs out and put that on there. But there's your comparison with the bug out. Obviously, handles a little, just a smidge longer on the bug out blade, smidge longer. Here's what you're getting blade comparison wise. And then of course, thinness, the bug out's going to win on this one, of course. They have just a tiny bit thinner blade stock width. So let me know your comments. I really appreciate you checking this one out. Of course, it's one of those, you know, to me, I'm a Benchmade collector. It's not going to be for everybody, obviously, with, you know, pricing on it. It is a gold class. It's limited edition to 3,500. I dig the purple haze on this one and the battle wash blade. So either way, I really appreciate you checking this one out. Overall, if you don't know, Benchmade knives, made in the USA. And of course, hashtag DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. It's our hashtag here. It's what we do. Have an awesome rest of your day. But most importantly, take care.